Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's the Curious Wanderer here, and after Black Sage D's twat about gatekeeping anime blew up on Twitter, I saw a lot of people who I think don't know what gatekeeping actually is or why it is necessary. I know that lately I have been uploading Mass Effect gameplay videos, but I did say in my channel update video that I would still be uploading my opinion pieces as they came to mind. Today, I'm going to try and cover this very in-depth topic of gatekeeping in a way that makes sense. First, though, I want to lay out a scenario. Imagine that you are a hardcore fan of a given franchise. You've been with it since the beginning. You love it as a hobby. You love the characters and the stories. Over time, it becomes more popular. After years of being called a nerd and a loser, you are happy that things you like are finally getting some recognition so that you don't feel like such an outcast. But then you notice a troubling trend. You see that a lot of people are hopping aboard the hype train because it is popular. Maybe you even notice some people who used to give you a hard time becoming interested simply because they want to be trendy. Some of these people claim to like your hobby, but they nitpick things. They say, "Oh, I like this hobby, but this part about it offends me and it needs to be changed to suit my tastes." The problem is that these people were never real fans to begin with. They buy into whatever is the latest fad, and they will often try to remake long established hobbies into what they think they should be, rather than accepting their new hobby for what it is. This pisses off old fans because they feel their hobby is being taken away from them and destroyed. We're seeing this at the corporate level, and we are seeing this at the consumer level. Star Wars. Han Solo and Luke Skywalker were brought back, humiliated, and then killed because they were toxic white male characters. We know that this is why, we know that is why it was done, because Kathleen Kennedy said the Force is female. Star Wars, in her mind, is no longer for the old fans. It is about putting down men and elevating women to a position of superiority. She doesn't care about men and women working together on screen as equals to save the galaxy. No, it's all about putting toxic men in their place. She ignored what the fans wanted when they asked for a sequel trilogy based on the extended universe and decided to make something original instead. And fans hated it. Star Wars is in the state that it's in because Kathleen and her ilk were not gate-kept out of the industry. Star Trek. Old Star Trek didn't care what race you were or what your skin color was. At least, not in the United Federation of Planets, anyway. The various alien species they encountered and interacted with, however, provided ample opportunity to explore various moral and philosophical themes, and it did so in a way that didn't feel forced or ham-fisted. The writing was generally high quality as well. What do we have for new Star Trek? We have a series that focuses mainly on one character, Michael Burnham. A woman who wants so much to be like a man that she has a man's name. A woman who is the central character in every episode. A woman who can do no wrong. We have non-binary people and gay people galore. The white man is almost always the bad guy, and people of color can do no wrong. You'll notice as well that pretty much all of the people on the bridge crew are women. And one of them is even overweight because, you've got to have that body positivity in there, right? Never mind the fact that in the real world, a fat cow would never make it into the military without losing weight. Alex Kurtzman even said point blank that Star Trek was now a platform for activism. For Marvel, the recent controversy is that She-Hulk is now being drawn to basically look like a man. Never mind the fact that for all of her history, she was always sexy and beautiful. We have man-hating activists making comics now. Men need to be feminized and powerless, and women need to become like men. All of this bullshit in our entertainment was happening because bad actors were not gate-kept out of the industry. People see franchises that they claim to like, but they find problematic in various ways, and so they actively try to get hired on so they can reshape them from within into what they think they should be, and fuck the old fans. Speaking in more general terms, we see everywhere this push for artificial diversity and inclusion at the expense of telling good stories. Characters are defined by their race, their gender, or their sexual orientation, rather than being fleshed out and believable. Storylines, instead of providing escapist fun, are often all about social justice and politics. But all of that mainly covers gatekeeping at the corporate level. We also need gatekeeping at the consumer level. What do I mean by that? Well, gatekeeping at the consumer level is about protecting the fun factor of the experience. For example, I would have no problem with someone new joining my hobby and coming to like it. That's good and natural. When someone, however, joins the hobby and actively expresses hostility with how things are, demanding changes just for them that would lessen the experience for those already there, they need to be gate kept out. Not only are they annoying, but also the digital world in which we live today means that they may be able to band together and brigade creators, forcing them to make unwelcome changes. Gatekeeping is about keeping out those who don't care, that making demands for change to the established formula would lessen the enjoyment of others. When Black Sage D said that normies who only watch gateway anime need to stay out of anime, he meant the people who only watch popular shows because it is cool and have no interest beyond them have no right to demand changes to the art form. Maybe they like Naruto or Dragon Ball or whatever, but show them an anime like Happy Sugar Life, which deals with themes of pedophilia and sexual assault, and they'll likely raise hell. They don't understand that Japan regularly creates fiction that would be seriously controversial over here. These are the people we don't want. If you want to get into anime or any other hobby, feel free. But don't think that you, a newcomer, get to just start making demands for your own benefit to the detriment of others. That's everything, guys. I hope I covered this topic in a somewhat understandable way. It's kind of a broad subject. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.